Lexi Ramsbacher asks, why is a building called a building if it's already built?
My phone seriously just fell when I was thinking about the answer for that. Like magically. The government is on to us.
What is up, my dudes? Welcome back to yet another cinematic experience. Yep, I'm back. The YouTube's back. I'm excited to be here. Sorry, I've been slacking lately because of basketball and school and all that, and I basically forgot I had a channel and stuff. But now that we're in quarantine, stuck at home for a while, I figured I'd have some time to get back on the YouTube grind. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Hope I entertain a few of you guys while you're sitting at home. We'll see. But for my first video back, I decided to just do a standard Q&A, kind of build the relationship back up, and ask some random questions. So I went to my Instagram and I did the sticker thing that you put on your story and you ask people to ask you questions, and I got a lot of positive feedback coming back. I got tons of questions. A lot of them are good questions, some a little inappropriate and unusable, but a lot of deep questions, and I will be answering the ones that are school appropriate here. All right, let's get right into it. Without further ado, question number 1 is from Emma McClay, and she asks, what was your favorite memory about your senior trip? For those of you who don't know, me and a group of like 30 different seniors went to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico last week and had the time of our lives. It was an absolute blast. And we actually got really lucky with the whole coronavirus thing because like the week that we left, the week leading up, they started like clearing up buffets in different places in the resort and making you go in certain groups. And we ended up leaving before it got pretty bad. So we got really lucky. We ended up giving like the whole experience. We got to do everything that everyone else could do when the virus wasn't going around, which was really, really fun. And honestly, we were just able to live it up and act like the whole virus thing wasn't really happening around us. And we got to block that out for a second and have a good time and pretend like all was going well in the world. I just feel really bad for all those people whose spring break got canceled because of the coronavirus, and I hope everyone's staying safe and doing what they can, staying inside when they need to. But honestly, my favorite memory from Mexico was just all the connections that I built with everyone around me. It was insane. As a lot of you know, I'm from Hastings, Minnesota, but we met people from Eastridge, Minnesota, Matamina, Minnesota, St. Cloud, Minnesota, people who attended Holy Angels, and also people from like out of state, like people from Dallas, Texas, people from Iowa, and I even met a few girls from Missouri who are going to the same college I am next year, which is University of Missouri, Missouri, Columbia, Mizzou, whatever you want to call it. But I just thought that was insane, and it was really cool talking to them because we were all seniors and we connected on a lot of different fronts, which was really cool to see because we came from different places, but we still led a lot of the same lives and we had a lot of the same concerns with the virus. So it was nice to talk to someone similar to us that we didn't know and be able to connect in that way. On top of that, just like connecting with the 30 other seniors that went with us, a lot of us have been good friends all the way growing up, but being around them for those 7 days was amazing. You got to explore different things you didn't know about, certain people you thought you knew, and formulate different relations with people from your town who you really haven't talked to much and have just kind of stayed friends with but haven't really connected. So I think that was definitely the best part about Mexico, was talking to everyone collectively as a whole, even the parents. Like, they were super fun, super encouraging, and I can't thank my parents enough for giving me the opportunity to trust me. It was just my mom and I, but for us to travel out of the country, I know it's a big responsibility, and me being only 18 and her being 42 or whatever she is, but but yeah, I'm just glad we got to take that whole opportunity and got to connect with all of those people and be able to have fun for a week and get to enjoy at least a little of our spring break. All right, anyways, next question. I'm going to start butchering names here. I'm sorry, but I think it's Livia Lucier asks. Sure. Thoughts on the coronavirus messing with your senior year? That's a good one. Honestly, it's been really sad and frustrating, especially because you grew up knowing all these people and you want to celebrate your senior year and your last year of all your high school friends. And especially coming back from Mexico, we got to know them on a personal level and had a lot of fun hanging out, and we were super excited to have fun and like hang out once we got back from Mexico and kind of blossom those connections we made, which we weren't exactly able to do because all the quarantine and the coronavirus policies, which was pretty upsetting. But overall, when you think about it, we're losing half of a semester of 1 year of schooling in our lives, but at the same time, there are also people out there right now losing their jobs, battling the illness itself, or even dying from it. So we have it a lot better than most people, which we don't seem to realize just because it sucks for us right now in this given moment, but we need to take in consideration those thousands of other people who are dealing with it in other ways. And that's what I'm trying to do, get the perception of other people. The virus itself is just sad, and I really hope all of this works out. I don't know how it's going to do. I hope there's a vaccine or something. I just hope everyone with close family members and friends who are affected by the virus get well soon and are able to find help. I don't want to turn this into a CDC commercial, but all this is just really sad. I just hope people do their part and stay inside and not spread the illness. All right, next question. This one's from Vic Zion. She asks, what are you most excited for at Mizzou? And for those of you who don't know, that's where I'm going to college, University of Missouri. But Vic goes there right now. She's a senior. She was actually a tour guide when Will Johnson and I went down there. And she was able to sneak us into a game in the student section. I actually have another video about that. Go check that out if I figure out how to put it up there. Maybe. We'll see. But honestly, I just love everything about Missouri. It's got a lot of people, which I love, huge campus, but it's also got that small town feel to where there's a bunch of different Greek life paths you can take and also a bunch of different hangout spots. You can go with your friends, different libraries, and the rec center is incredible. Like, I love working out. There's like a rock climbing wall, 3 weight rooms. There's like 10 basketball courts. There's just so much you can do in your free time. And that kind of leads right in. The thing that I'm most excited for is definitely just the opportunities that present themselves, especially in my career path. I'm going to the J school there, which stands for journalism, broadcast journalism, anchoring specifically, hopefully. I'm going to explore different ways to anchor, maybe over social media, sports anchoring, sports broadcasting. And a great thing about Missouri is they're so flexible with every path you take. They're super encouraging, and they want to do what you're passionate about, and that's honestly all you can ask for, because they genuinely want to see you succeed. And that's honestly what stood out to me as a high school senior, deciding where I want to spend the next 4 years of my life, which will impact the rest of my life. And it was an easy choice once it came down to it. All right. Anyways, next question. Baytel Radiate asks, what's the worst and best thing about being a guy? Oh boy. I'll start with the best thing. Honestly, the best thing is just being able to instantly connect with other guys. You got your Saturday for the boys thing. You can just go up, high five any guy you want, pretend like you've been friends forever, and they'll accept you as one of their own. And that's one of the cool things. And the worst thing is just probably got to be the stereotyping and the toxic masculinity that a lot of women think that men have. And despite the fact that not all guys are like that, there's a few guys that are, don't get me wrong, but it's a small little sample that represents the whole population. And I feel like that's unfair, but that might just be me. Good question though. All right, next question. Aiden Coyle asks, how bad do you think I would beat you in tennis? Well, Aiden, I'm sorry to tell you, but you shouldn't leave your house right now, the whole coronavirus thing and the quarantine. But there's one way that we can play, and that's Wii tennis. But I don't think you want the smoke, because I'm undefeated in my whole lifetime, and I could beat you blindfolded or without any arms or any legs. I don't know how, maybe put it in my mouth, but I'd find a way. All right, next up. Mason Wolge asks, what's your favorite song to play on guitar and why? That's a tough one, because I always have fun playing guitar. That's why I picked it up. I've only done it for fun. All the songs I learn, I play for fun. And so, I mean, I don't know. I've learned a lot over the years. But honestly, I think I got to go with Cherry Wine by Hosier. I don't know if many of you probably have never heard of that song, but Hosier's the guy who wrote I Take Me to Church. No way you haven't heard of that song. Wildly popular. Anyways, Cherry Wine's like really deep and meaningful. Like a lot of Hosier songs are, but I think this one just resonated with me on a deeper level. All right, fine. I'll play it for you. I'll show you. Sorry if you can't hear this. My mic's way over here. But I'll give it a shot anyways. That's just part of it. Sorry, I've been playing a little while. I'm a little rusty, but you get the idea. All right, so now we're going to move into the more serious topics here, clearly, because Jocelyn K. Brink asks, what's the best kind of cereal? And this is an age-old question. People think it could be Captain Crunch, Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes, Raisin Bran, if that's your thing. Disgusting, but I don't know why. But the best kind of cereal overall, it's definitely got to be Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Now hear me out, because a lot of people forget about the cereal milk factor. And I'll explain it to you. Because when you're eating cereal, it's really good no matter what cereal you eat once the milk covers it and stuff. But once you finish the cereal, you got to drink all that milk still. And nothing leaves a delicious cinnamony milk mix like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And it's delicious. It's almost, you could debate that it's the best part of the cereal. That's how incredible it is. And honestly, I think it sets it apart from all other cereals and breakfast commodities alike. All right, case closed. Next question. Grace Riley asks, Are you a real crafter? Referring to my Minecraft playing ability. And if you know me, you know that's a stupid question. I've been playing Minecraft basically my whole life. I got it on my Kindle Fire, Minecraft Lite, Pocket Edition. I've been grinding on that as long as I can remember, and I still play Minecraft. It's incredible, the best game out there. It's got a lot of hype recently, like a lot of memes, because people are trashing Fortnite and stuff, but genuinely, it's survived the longest for a reason. It's peak of games, the best. And it doesn't need a sequel. Nothing will ever top it. Nothing will ever take it down. It'll always stay there at the pinnacle of gaming. Next question. Brad Rout asks, do you think I have a chance with Jan? Referring to Dee Jan from Jan School of Dance. And Brad, I think anything's possible. And I've seen his dance moves before. I don't know if you guys have. But it's basically artwork. He does motions with his body that you've never seen before. You didn't think was possible. And honestly, I think with dance moves like that, you could seduce any woman you want. And as long as you shoot high, you're going to miss high too, so go get him, buddy. All right, moving on. Next question. Jake Friede? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, Jake. I genuinely apologize. But he asks, who is the biggest simp in your family? And honestly, after a lot of thinking, I got to go with my dad because he's the only one currently in a relationship. He's actually married to my mom. So none of us boys are married, and it's just him. So clearly there's one viable option there. All right, next question. Lexi Ramsbacher asks, why is a building called a building if it's already built?
My phone seriously just fell when I was thinking about the answer for that. Like magically. The government is on to us.
Honestly, I don't think society's ready to answer that question, and you're probably currently being hunted down by the Illuminati because they want to kill you before they find the answer to that, so good luck. All right, last question. Big Dubs 2442 asks, what is your YouTube channel? I actually don't have a YouTube channel. I've always thought about making one, but I'm scared to talk in front of a camera, so I don't think that'll ever happen. But if I ever do, Big Dubs 2442, you'll be the first to know about it. All right, that'll be it for the Q&A. Thanks for everyone who stuck around. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more random videos. Give me some suggestions of stuff I can do, because honestly, I just sit around here all day. I can make all the videos I can, so that's the goal. But thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more content.